Hello everybody, and welcome back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Nightmare Troubadour! Last time we dueled a Shizu a bunch. And this time we're continuing the plot, hopefully. I believe we need to duel Yami Bakura next. By which I mean I looked up a guide on GameFAQs and they said duel Yami Bakura at night. So what we're going to do is we're going to pass time until night. Also, it's just me today. Yeah, as you may see in the chat there, and anyone showing up late, I enjoy Spell Commander 91's Yu-Gi-Oh! Theory videos. Just what if Dragon Ball is a sequel to Yu-Gi-Oh! is very much a fantastic, like, Pepe Sylvia video. Just, it's all connected! The Numeron Dragon is actually Zalama, the Dragon God! People are able to use Ki because of the release of Chaos at the end of Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal Sale. Everyone said Zexal, that's the dub name. Alright. I probably should have done this before, like, we went live, but, I wanted to at least elaborate on why it was suddenly night, you know? Alright, let's see. Oh, nope, that's Bones. I guess we'll duel Bones, why not? Other theory videos include Kaiba is the one who invented synchro summoning, and Yusei is the one who invented Xyz summoning. As well as how timeline stuff fits in, and hey, where are all the protagonists in Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5? Alright, let's get Dunamis Dark Witch, who continues to be neither Dark or Witch. What an odd card name. Yu-Gi-Oh! Used to be so simple. Normal monster versus normal monster. But anyway, that's just a theory. Yo, the Magical Swordsman. I gotta remember to set up those auditions for the Dueling Drama Much dub project. I just thinking because I was trying to get voice references for all the characters that have an applicable voice, and one of the characters in one of the chapters is this guy, is Neo the Magical Swordsman. But literally the only canon voice for him is just a clip from, I think, Duelist of the Roses or Forbidden Memories in one of the attack animations where he just goes, yeah! Like he's Link or something, basically. And like, that's it, that's your voice reference, have good luck. Back in my day, they just draw polymerization. I remember seeing a video titled "What if Prowler had a better hand" when he against Camula in Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. It's like Camula starts off with her canon move of just summoning Zombie Werewolf and setting a card face down, and then just Prowler's smug look. I activate Polymerization. I fuse the 3 Ancient Gear Golems in my hand to make Ancient Gear Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem. I activate Limited Removal, doubling his attack points. I attack your Zombie Werewolf, and you can't activate your back row because of his effect. I win the duel. That's some that would be some Seto Kaiba level deck stacking, though. Like seriously, how many times has Kaiba opened a duel with Polymerization and 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons? I'll tell you, it's more than once. I mean, especially if you include Kaiba Man. Anyway, this duel was very, boring. Oh, Bones, you didn't even put up a fight, just summoned a bunch of weak normal monsters in attack mode, and used no back row. No wonder you're a one-star duelist, Bones. Fun fact about this character in the anime, in the sub only, not in the dub, he is canonically dragged to hell. In the sub, of course, he's sent to the Shadow Realm. But yeah. Isn't that messed up? I don't actually know which city Bakura is in. I'm assuming he's here, but I don't know that for sure. It's, wait, who would that have been? I can't even... Hold on. Okay, that would have been Grandpa Moto. Am I able to make it to... Oh, I know how I'll do this. I mean, Kaiba's not the, Kaiba doesn't make the rules. That would be Industrial Illusions. They make the game duel monsters. Although I think Kaiba Corp is like a manufacturer, but they aren't like the owner of the game. At least that's my understanding. He could make, I mean, he could make his own tournament rules, but, you know. Yugi... Is that Kylo? There we go. 3-star Bakura. Why am I here? Question mark. Are you still dueling? ... Was he wearing that jacket a second ago? I don't think he was. I think he just suddenly materialized the jacket. Wait, you seem like a powerful duelist. Bakura? Bakura? Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. I challenge you to a shadow game. Yeah, Battle City had its own rule set, but I mean, anybody can make a tournament with their own custom rules. Go, Delinquent Duo. Ooh, I hit his graceful charity and a spirit message. Incredible. There goes his destiny board. That was a very good Delinquent Duo. 9 Assailants. Okay, I don't remember if that's the one that destroys my monster or not. About to find out. Sure is. So it's just Man-Eater Bug, but better. Yeah, I guess he could have just made rules in Battle City to let him do whatever he want. He did it, I know that he did it at least once outside of Battle City, though. Like, he did it with, what's it called? The Waking the Dragons arc against Darts. And I think Kaiba Man did it as well, although he didn't quite do it. He did it over, like, I think he had, like, 2 blue eyes and then, like, Paladin of White Dragon in the ritual card. Close enough. Which one's DD Assailant? Shadow game music is so good. Skyrim's graphics got worse. Yeah, this is Skyrim for sure. As you can see, I have zero equip weight in my inventory. Yeah, we had planned on doing Yu-Gi-Oh! with Leo today, but he ended up not being able to make it. But I was like, I mean, I don't have all of my Skyrim stuff set up, so I guess I'm still doing Yu-Gi-Oh! You know, I'm not sure off the top of my head. There's a mod called Legacy of the Dragonborn that, among other things, many other things, I should have attacked with its attack mode. I forgot. That among other things, it adds a bunch of collectible cards, I think. I'd have to look to see what the weight on them are. I can't count. I don't know why I assumed this guy was more than 1800. I really beans that up. Oh yeah, congratulations getting Destiny board. I'm sure you'll do well with that with one of your spirit messages in the graveyard. Go on, Bakura. Destiny boarding. I guess I should call you Zork. F! Ah, you prefer E Emergency Call. That's also a card. It just has a picture of an E on it. Let me check something. From your hand or deck? So he has one of the pieces in his graveyard, and I'm betting that he's probably not running multiples. He's got multiple copies of Destiny board at least. Now I'm less sure that he doesn't have multiples. Which one's in the graveyard? It's L. The last one. So I won't know unless it until I either lose or it fizzles. Great. N. Oh, absolutely you would want more forwardness. Oh yes, tribute summon your guy that I couldn't get over. What a good idea. Spell Canceller. AKA, we have Jinzo at home. Oh, it'd be nice if I could actually use that picture, but I don't need to. Goodbye, Spell Canceller. So let's see, that's 36. 4,008, 39, 4, so 4,050. So we'll summon Skelangel. So I guess he was just trying to spell out Finn because he really likes fish or something. That's probably it. So for anyone unfamiliar, it's supposed to spell out the word final. In the original Japanese, it spelled out death, but we can't have that in a show for kids, so they turned it to final. Mwahaha, that was fun. I'll duel you again when I'm in the mood. Nami Bakura left. Okay, I think all we have to do now is hit level 12. It's Joey Wheeler! I may be an amateur when it comes to combos and techniques, but you won't find anyone who fights harder than me. Bring it on! Warrior Max. Oh wait, I only just saw you that I was using one of the worst cards in Duel Monsters. Which card is that? Oh, the chef. Yeah. Gameplay is slow enough that it's alright. And hey, it can be good in mill decks too. Oh, I can't count. Not to worry, guys. I'm just a fool. I can't afford Zero the Fool. Wasting a perfectly good Metal Morph. Zero defense, Goblin defense force. Yeah, at least in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Thousand Eyes Idol can be link material. That is demonstrably false. Speaking of link monsters, they don't even have defense points. I don't mean they have zero defense points, I mean they don't have defense points. They cannot be in defense mode. Oh, really? Wow. I probably should have set Dust Tornado. Yeah, I think that's exactly why they can't be in defense mode. Alligator Sword! I'm just gonna start this duel over. It's not going well. Just scoop him. Alright, Joey, game 2? Ooh, Delinquent Duo. X-rated. Get those out of here, Joey. Ooh, wait, you had a graceful you had graceful charity and reinforcement of the army, and you didn't play either of them? But why? Alright, so he's gonna play graceful or skull dice. Yep. Four again. I should have probably said just that penguin soldier or something. I haven't seen Delinquent Duo in a tournament in years. Yeah, or Pot of Greed for that matter. I guess it's just been power crept. Tim Eater, he who eats Tim. That penguin! Him. He's looking for Tim's. Yeah, the ruling stuck you in for last turn. That plus it also can force a draw. Especially in modern cases where there can be all kinds of, you know, other cards that activate from the graveyard, special summon and things like that. I mean, technically draws can still happen, I think, but Konami tournament settings don't like draws to happen, just because it makes everything take much longer for the tournament to continue. Like, that's the reason why self-destruct button is banned and probably not to be getting unbanned. That's the reason why Ring of Destruction was errated, so that it can no longer cause a draw. It makes it makes the using player take damage first, instead of both players taking damage simultaneously. Used to be that you could, if Ring of Destruction blew up a monster with, I don't remember what these restrictions are now, actually. Stop time limiting. There we go. Oh no, my time wizard! Alligator sword! Tribute to the Doomed? That's one of the rarest cards in all of Duel Monsters! I should have used Tribute to the Doomed. Never mind, we're good. Never punished. Except for all the times that we have been, but don't worry about those. Oh god. Yeah, Painful Choice is one of those cards that only gets better with time. It will never, ever, ever be unbanned. I don't even... I think... You know what? I know how they could errata Painful Choice, but it would be the sort of thing where it would be to the point where it's just printed different card at this point. Specifically, the thing I'm thinking is, wow, I can't believe I'm going to do this. Look at it. Tribute to the Doom, discarding Painful Choice, just Liquid Duo. I think the thing to do there would be just make a card that is like Painful Choice, except instead of sending the other 4 cards to the graveyard, you banish the other 4 cards face down. Yeah, exactly. Or draw 5 cards from the top as well. Yeah, it'd probably have to be that as well. So that you don't get to pick which ones as well. Hit the warrior. Go, Rattle Dragon. I think this is our first time summoning him. Wow. Yeah, basically. But it's like, at that point, that's not an errata of Painful Choice. That's just a retrain. That's a different card. I've heard that as a criticism for a lot of card erratas, to the point where that's not you fixing an error in the card or even rebalance. That's just you made a different card. You changed it into a different card now. Oh my gosh, I totally realized I forgot our entire gimmick. This is, we dueled Bones, we dueled Yami Bakura, and we dueled Joey. Hey, get ready for Joey. That's already returned. I'm a cat that loves to snooze. Let's go shopping! Spin! Alright, first pack is going to be Broken Seal. Oops. Celtic Guardian. Yep, those are garbage. Inherited Will. Last Will. I mean, Last Will's comp. Yeah, I know if you don't want to use Last Will. And one more. I just don't think I have enough targets for Last Will, is the thing. Alright, pretty mediocre pack selection this time, but... Incorrect. Celtic Guardian is not an archetype. Celtic Guard is a series of cards. Because it is not supposed to be a Guardian card. Oh, we've got so many cards from Miracle of Nature, we have the card list. Yeah. Well, no, because only the original Celtic Guardian is called Celtic Guardian. The others are Celtic Guard, not Celtic Guardian. Like Obnoxious Celtic Guard, for example. To avoid running into issues with support for the Guardian archetype. Also, I don't think it's actually an archetype because it doesn't have any support cards. Instead, it's what at least the Yu-Gi-Oh! Wiki refers to as a series. Like how there's Gagagigo, Giga Gagagigo, and Go Giga Gagagigo. So stuff like Gigo Bite, Gagagigo the Risen, things like that. They don't have any support cards, but they're a series. How do I have 3 Neos in my hand? Oh. I should have attacked you second. Awkward. Which card is that? Oh no, not Big Koala! Grapple. Looking that up. Huh. Yeah, I guess that means it is technically an archetype because of that. It's also connected to the Noble Arms archetype, which I would never have expected. Also, Celtic Guardian isn't Celtic. Its original name in Japanese is Elf Swordsman. This better not be another penguin soldier. Well, it wasn't a penguin soldier. Ow. Oh my god, was Mokuba always this annoying? Forest. Oh boy, those sheep tokens are getting so much stronger. You know what's weird? The card is called Scapegoat, but it makes sheep tokens. And not, you know, goat tokens. I mean, Stray Lambs makes lamb tokens, so... Yeah, it's probably 4Kids' fault. I just thinking about, one clip from, I think it was, the GBA game, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX Duel Academy. With where they had the in-duel dialogue turned on, and there was just, you know, Zane, who was hyped up as the best duel academy in Season 1 of GX. Make no mistake, I am the best duelist. I summon Man-Eater Bug in attack position. Like, you sure about that one, Zane, buddy? Buddy, old pal? Oh, no, that itself, scapegoat is an English word. It's an actual English word. What I want to know is why is it sheep tokens and not goat tokens? Did they translate the tokens correctly? Look it up. Google Grab. Yeah, no, it's sheep token in Japanese as well. I mean, it's the Japanese word for sheep, but that's distinct from the Japanese word for goat, so... Weird. Yep, that one's not 4Kids' fault. Oh, okay, another pack of Miracle of Nature. Fine. 80% collected. More bad cards. I mean, that's what we expect from the first pack in the game. Yeah, no, regular record doesn't have the jacket. I remember a video where some people tried to decide, you know, what's the best team Ash could have made of all his All-Stars, and what's the worst team? And I think like, it was going by stuff like win rate and things like that, team composition, and I think someone's take was that the worst team out of all of Ash's cards Cards? Pokemon is he should just use 6 of his random Tauros that he's never used before and have never battled. Maybe the Millennium Necklace is the one Ishizu has. Bakura has the Millennium Ring. Sure, he's battled with at least one of the Tauros, but he has 30 of them. 30 Tauros. Surely most of them, at least, even if he used a different Tauros every time, most of them would have still never battled once. I'm pretty sure he has not used Tauros 30 times. So he just imagine him rolling up to a tournament with six completely unbattle tested Tauros. Gets swept by one fighting type. Oh yeah. Heart of the Underdog is such a fun gimmick card. I've played Heart of the Underdog Exodia. And yet, it's not good. Oh, by all means, attack my Wall of Illusion so that you have no monsters on the field. But okay, you did 600 damage, good job. Bakura, my card has an effect. I mean, people in Yu-Gi-Oh! Feed for card draw so much that Pot of Desire, was it Pot of Desire or Pot of Extravagance? Those are separate cards. There's like, there's one that's like, banish the top 10 cards of your deck face down to draw 2 cards, and people would play that. And I think now it's also, like, people will play one that's like, banish either 3 or 6 random cards from your extra deck face down, to draw either 1 or 2 cards, and people play that. And given how important the extra deck tends to be, that feels insane. Okay, Cursed Darkness. Oh yeah. Mystic Probe. Hey look, it's an archetypal card. But not in this game. After this card, one of your monsters are returned to your hand. Return all monsters on the field to the hand. Then both you and opponent can special summon from hand the same number of monsters in face down defense position. That's terrible. Absolutely junk. That's bad. Why is that the Millennium Tablet? It was mine's bad. Skip your... I mean... I guess that could be good to skip some kind of standby phase effect. But that's very specific. I mean, I don't think they really intended to make it an archetype. I think it was more just a fun throwback. Who knows, maybe someday we'll get a Celtic Guard archetype. I mean, they made one out of Buster Blader, they made one out of Blackluster Soldier. They've done the Magnet Warriors a couple of times. Which they made like Delta the Magnet Warrior. I think there's also the Electromagnet Warriors. A legendary ocean. Why was he just sitting on Pot of Greed in his hand? I mean, okay. Thunder Yan Yan. Shoutouts to my Yu-Gi-Oh! GX fic where Thunder Yan Yan shows up in a duel because of Cyrus, and I had to come up with an anime attack name for her, as well as what it would look like. And so I figured called it Thunder Drums, and she starts drumming on her drum kit and starts building up electrical sparks. Then the attack gets negated, and then it just kind of stops. But the ideal time to activate Pot of Greed is when you draw it. Oh boy. Fortress. Yeah, I figured that Ushio in 5Ds is basically like Ushio Jr. or Ushio the Third or whatever. TVtropes.org/identical grandson. That's what I think Ushio is. I think he's that trope. I think he also has a darker skin tone than OG Ushio, but hard to be sure because some of the manga's colorations were inconsistent. I could have just used metal. Oh well. Zale references? Zale references the original series and GX, but doesn't reference 5Ds, which is interesting. Come on, get it out of here. Back to your hand where it's now useless. Arc 5 is interesting because there's parallel universes that all kind of reference the previous series. Like there's the Fusion Dimension has Dual Academy and Aster Phoenix and Alexis, but it's a very different Dual Academy than the one we know, as well as stuff like they're like different takes on GX, 5Ds, and Zale's settings. As to whether the canon to the main story, hard to say because I think it was the original series might have been the so-called original dimension before it was split into the 4 seen in Arc 5. Basically, the backstory of Arc 5 is that in some point, like 15 years ago or something, there was one dimension that, due to an apocalypse, got split into 4. Those 4 being standard, fusion, synchro, and disease dimensions. And so the theory, TM, is that that happened at some point after the end of Zale. Notably, in Standard at least, the setting of Zale, Heartland City, is referred to, at least it exists as a field spell, where it's referred to as City of the Future, suggesting that it doesn't actually exist, or at least not yet, in the main Standard dimension. But in the Xyz dimension, it does exist. So, who knows? I think that going back to Spell Commander 91, his theory is basically that the Standard dimension is basically set in the time period of the original Yu-Gi-Oh, essentially. But, you know, with differences, of course. And then, of course, the other ones are as they are. Bonus points. The theory, TM, goes that there's actually a 5th dimension, a ritual dimension, that we don't see in the anime, that is actually the timeline of the original manga, the Yu-Gi-Oh manga, going into the Yu-Gi-Oh GX manga, 5D's manga, Zale manga, Arc 5 manga, which doesn't have any multiverse stuff, and then finally, Yu-Gi-Oh! Brains, the anime, which actually doesn't have a manga counterpart. Why would it need one when it's already in the manga timeline? And then Yu-Gi-Oh! 7th and Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush are their own separate continuity entirely. Completely separate. I mean, the game is not even called Duel Monsters there, it's called Rush Duel. And it exists due to the bootstrap paradox. The Rush Duel timeline is wild because there's stuff like, so in the events of Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s, the only card game is Goha Duels, which is basically equivalent to our real-world card game. A kid by the name of Yuga Oda thinks the game is too complicated for kids, and so it's too slow and boring. So he simplifies it. He makes his own version called Rush Duels. And you know, it catches on and a bunch of stuff happens. And at the end of the series, he ends up being sent back in time. And due to another character also at the same time having been sent further back in time, when he arrives in the past, aka the era of Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush, someone shows up, oops, wrong tab, having already been looking for rush duels, and so Yuga is forced to invent rush duels in the past. And then, eventually, rush duels will become owned by the Goha Corporation, and they will add new things and make it more complicated and slower until it eventually becomes Goha Duels, which will eventually prompt a young Yuga Oda to make his own version called Rush Duels. It's a bootstrap paradox. And a time loop. What do we got? Gravekeeper Servant is good for mill decks. Bad Priorata, Darkness Approaches. It's funny as a gimmick, but not really good by any means. It's a card that I could describe as a dancing bear. Which is an expression derived from, when a circus has a dancing bear. The marvel is not that the bear dances well, in fact it probably doesn't. It's that the marvel is that the bear dances at all. And similarly, Priorata Darkness Approaches isn't good, it's just interesting because it's the only way to make cards be in face-down attack position. That's not useful, it's just, interesting. Heart of Greed! He's smiling! You ever notice that Dr. Crowler from GX looks like Pot of Greed? Something to think about. Behold. Now you know. Anyway, what's happening? Card game? Crap hole.
Trivia.
Oh, yeah, that, I think, in response to that, tvtropes.org/celebrity paradox. Ooh, the gin. This cloud of gas is buff. Oh, I didn't realize. Oh, I misplay. I should have used Rush recklessly. I didn't notice you had the field spell up. That's my bad. And I will probably be punished for it. I don't really have any good summonable monsters right now. That's skill angle. At some point I should also Magician of Faith to get Pot of Greed back. Actually, I should have just done that instead of skill angle. It would have been straight up better. Jelmy fish. Oh, swords are really light. Wow, they really gave Mother Grizzly a thigh gap, huh? Oh? Ooh. What a noob. Mako, if you're going to be doing that, you should be using Terror King Salmon with your Legendary Ocean. Not Amphibian Beast. Because then instead of Amphibian Beast being reduced from 6 to 5, you have Terror King Salmon be reduced from 5 to 4. So you can summon it without tribute. Tisk tisk, Mako. Tisk tisk. Pot of pot. Kill. No, that's no good. Honestly, I misplayed. I should have done it in the other order. I should have attacked his other monster with Time Meter and then fissured away the Amphibian Beast. To the doomed. Bill. Time Eater. Tim Eater. Eat the Tim. Okay, Raigeki break. Fine. White. Mechanical Chaser. Fishy whole points. Oh, excuse me. I didn't get all that much sleep last night. I went to bed at like 4:30, and then got woken up like a bit before 9, because I was informed. Oh, by the way, we're going out to IHOP for breakfast. Plus side, IHOP. I had a country fried steak and eggs, and it was real good. Hi, Legendary Fisherman. See, now that's what you do with Legendary Ocean. You reduce the level to someone like that. Funny thing is, it's now level 5 again because it's immune to spells while it's on the field. Namis, Dark Namis. Wait, what? Oh, I can't select the Legendary Fisherman as an attack card, so I'm attacking directly. Okay. I would have thought that meant I just couldn't attack, but okay. Rulings. The one, I guess to put it in Hearthstone terms, the one Yu-Gi-Oh card that doesn't have taunt. Oh, we killed Legendary Fisherman. Unfortunately, now we have this giant red sea snake to deal with. I just used my rush recklessly. Not sure what we're gonna do about that. Do I have any giant red sea snake? I don't think I do. They'd be in the deck, or there'd be more anyway. Get my cursor off screen, I'm sorry. Luckily, we drew an out. Giant red sea snake. That's always shreds, baby! Oh yeah. Funny thing is, due to Konami's Dark Witch being a light monster, despite already being a Dark Witch, it does actually have a dark counterpart called Dark Valkyria. Tornado Wall, are you kidding me? The Tornado Wall, if you have Umi on the field, which a legendary Ojin is treated as, he cannot take battle damage. I know this because I used to play that card in a real-life deck. I had a Legendary Ocean Tornado Wall deck with Mother Grizzly in it, too. So this is a very familiar board state for me. I did not, however, have Jellyfish. I see he's gonna take no damage. I don't know if I have an out to that. Beast Butcher is pointless. They won't inflict battle damage. Actually, it might mean that's safer to use, if anything. I was thinking maybe I could deck him out, but... Well, especially if he's using Bottle Grave. Mother Gruzzler? Oh, he's gonna make me use Shirai Gumo to take out the Mother Grizzly. That's annoying. Oh good, Dust Tornado. And then we shreds. Yeah. Alright, time for science. Will Mako draw cards from this? I don't think he will. Correct, he did not. Dust Tornado. On. Oops. The field spell. Which also will take out Tornado Wall. Ow. second legendary ocean, alright. Sure. But he does not have a second tornado wall, so we win. Let's make a real big chungus out of you. Hey, it's always shreds. Always works 50% of the time. 3,500. Here we go. Get and killed. Luck bonus. How much EXP do we get? We got 78 EXP. So we need another, what, 9 to 10 duels? Kind of a lot, but alright. Spin that wheel! Don't you dare. Okay. Fine. Skull Servant. Oscillo Hero. Game is so mean to me. What about Oscillo Hero? It is now called What Did. Got its name eroded, so it's now part of the What archetype. Because it was another one of those weird English localizations like Celtic Guardian and Beaver Warrior where they just completely changed the name. Bombs. Greedy boss. Now I have Spellbinding Circle off my field forever. Oh, Vengeful Bog Spirit basically means monsters have summoning sickness. Like Magic the Gathering. Skull Invitation, when cards into the graveyard, the owner takes 300 points. Time Eater plus Vengeful Bog Spirit will be hilarious. So I'm gonna do that, for sure. I should have done that in the main phase too, come to think of it. I'm not used to thinking like that. Ooh, delinquent duo. Get a second dog spirit man. I'm here for your Tims. I think they should make a retrade of this card called Tim Tam Eater. You just have a little package of Tim Tams. Like how the Marauding Captain and Marmiting Captain, which is just Marauding Captain but wearing like a chef outfit on top of his armor. I want more of that. Hey Jason, welcome in. We're playing cards today. My opponent has activated the "This is now Magic the Gathering" card, i.e., every card in L monsters now have summoning sickness. I can summon the Gundam. You know, chat, I don't think he's gonna win this one, somehow. Oh god, I just remembered something from one of the earlier Yu-Gi-Oh! Games. I think it was Chef of Destruction, 100 life points. Where your life points did not regenerate between duels. You could only restore your life points back to 8,000 by sleeping in a bed to save your game. Which is wild. Honestly, I would have loved to see more stuff like that in the anime. I think they did that actually during the original Virtual World arc. Not the one in Battle City, but the one in the one after Duelist Kingdom, the mini Virtual World arc. I'm pretty sure they had their 2,000 life point counter, and whenever it went down, it stayed down. Although that one didn't really have duels so much, as it was more of an RPG. Summy tummy. That's incredible. There's Joey. You know what? Let's give Joey another duel. He's never gave up, not even once. Except for that one time in Duelist Kingdom where Kaiba threatened to throw himself off a balcony. Come to think of it, it was pretty messed up that we still hang out with that guy. Agreed! He has activated Dr. Crowler. Oh, Elvira the Dark for having a stare-off with Jiraigumo. That's fun. I like that. Brave Rabbit! Ooh, Delinquent Duo, don't mind if I do. Ooh, got rid of his Time Wizard. Become big. Never punished. Heads always shreds. Kunai with chain. I've been punished. Well, that's annoying. How does Baby Dragon get a dramatic summon animation? No point using Rush Recklessly here. And it will still die. No point using doing it here because defense mode. Yikes! Gain attack, that'll be nice to have in my back pocket. At least +7. So that'll bring him to 24. So he'll tie with Zombira if I Rush Recklessly. If Zombira attacks. And I'll probably do that. Actually, I'm just going to negate attack. Ultimate Offering, that's not useful to me right now. Jinzo! Okay, but that negates the kunai with chain. Fortunately, I don't really have an out of Jinzo right now. Open attack force is not something I want to see right now. I wish I had Jinzo. He decided to not attack with his attack force. That's interesting. Words of Revealing Swords. Can summon Time Eater, but to what end? I mean, Tim Eater. Ooh, Wall of Illusions going down, that's for sure. X-rated. Oh, Okay, summoning Time Eater attacking next turn. That's something to do. Ah! One. Hey Joey, let's have game 2. My turn on Graceful Charity first. Black Club's a Ritual and Windstone. Not blood. Fusion Gate. Wait, it's on Flame Swordsman? We also have Graceful Charity. Nope, he just pleaded to play it. Alright, that's a lot of back row. Little Wingard. Ow. I stubbed my toe. On Little Wingard. Could you don't, Joey? Would you consider don'ting? Alright. Let's see what else you got, Joseph. Wait, when did... Oh my god, he ditched Red Eyes with Graceful Charity to Call of a Haunted it. That's smart. And also very annoying. Greedy pot. Game Eater Tim. Oh, nice. Alright, I'll do my plan next turn, then. Oops. That was the wrong button. I'll do my plan next turn. I meant to attack the Little Wingard with Demeter. Why did... Oh, it's because it auto-changes, okay. Was it just a different card for a second there? I think that happened again. Main phase 2, Fisher. There we go. Took us a hot second, but we got there eventually. It's a nice card you have there, Joey. It would be a shame if someone were to penguin. Yes, continue to attack. Alright, time to activate the speed up feature of my very real DS. I'm so glad that my physical, very real Nintendo DS has this feature. It's so nice of them to put that in there. Oh. Hey, Joey, I'm not gonna tell you how to play your duel, that's a lie I am. But, like, you know I have Penguin Soldier, right? Like, you know, right? Wheeler going like negative a billion and card advantage there. Yeah, exactly. I sent in my DS to get a speed up button modded into it with the capture card. That's definitely what happened. Ignore the fact that you've seen a cursor on screen. That's I have to the way the capture card works is it streams the video to my computer, but then I have to, you know, pump that in as a separate video source in OBS that shows my cursor on it. And also I can click on it. Don't worry about it. As always, shreds. That's gonna be the video title at this rate. Also, I could have even gone without using July by just recklessing a different card, but whatever. Map. Alright, who next? Somebody else, please. Could be maybe Rebecca? I don't know, let's find out. Oh, it's mine. Alright, Joey, we're gonna also duel your girlfriend. Oh yeah, plausible deniability is great. I don't know why. I don't really know why you're bringing that up though. Like I don't see how that's related. Bird face. More like no face. Attacking with my wicker monster first as if she has gores or something. You know what I miss from Over the Nexus? Winning and losing music. Oh no, my swordsman! Ah yes, Gemini Elf, my favorite party lady. They just gave her that card because it's two women, didn't they? Gundam time. What you got? Lady one. Oh, this is going well. So naturally things are about to become very annoying and complicated, I'm sure. Or maybe not. Depends on what those face downs are, I suppose. Harpy Lady 2. Harpy Lady Elves. There we go. Could be Mai again. That's Joey. Well, I'm gonna assume that it's Mai Dueler again. She seems to be an easier opponent than Joey for me, so... I don't need friends to play a card game! Yeah, I'm sure that'll go real well for you, Mai. I mean... Look at me, I have a physical deck, and I haven't gotten to use it in like a decade. That could be you, Mai. That could be you. I can't really report saying rush weapons in the defense mode. official religion. It's not called Yu-Gi-Oh! The Gathering. You know what I want to see? I want to see... there should be a Magic the Gathering anime like Yu-Gi-Oh! Where it turns out that the protagonists are actually planeswalkers, but in like an Ender's Game kind of way. Does that make sense? Commanding real armies of magical creatures and they have no idea. And it's like, on the one hand, we've got people being like, I can do this because my friends believe in me. Cut to, like, some magical soldiers being like, war is terrible. That reminds me, I was thinking of, the other day, taking the story of Diablo 3, a game where the plot is pretty grim, and rewriting it, genre-shifting it to be a bit more optimistic. I don't know how familiar anyone here is with the plot of Diablo 3. I assume nobody cares about spoilers at this point. It's a pretty old game. It's not to be confused with Diablo 4, which is the new one. Diablo 3 was from, like, 2012. Oh yeah, I saw the Tumblr post about the 1-1 soldier. Yeah, exactly that, actually, would be in there. Yeah, I just, the basic plot of Diablo 3, as far as the relevant parts here, are, player character turns out to be something called the Nephilim, which is, like, descended from half angel, half demon, and so they're very powerful, and therefore they're just super strong and can do prophecy stuff. And there's this girl called Leah, who is like kind of like presented as the female lead, essentially, supporting character. And by the end of the game, she gets tricked by her mother, who's a cultist of Diablo, who had her specifically to be a vessel for Diablo. And, you know, she gets possessed by a demon and becomes the final boss. So I was thinking of a more optimistic rewrite, where instead of that being her fate, instead she's actually the protagonist. And she manages to, despite all the hardships, she manages to scrape through with their optimism and the power of, you know, the human spirit and all that stuff. And she manages to avoid getting possessed, and she ends up... Another major character in the story is Tyrael, a descended angel. And so I'm thinking that given that she already canonically has demon powers, due to sort of being the daughter of Diablo by proxy, as in her father was possessed at the time, that basically, by doing all the stuff with Tyrael and restoring him to power and his broken sword shards and stuff, that maybe she could, like, get a little bit of angelic power through Tyrael's stuff, and thus essentially become a Nephilim herself. or or at least awaken her Nephilim powers that all humans technically have the potential for in Diablo. And thus, she is the protagonist, and she ends up fighting, actually ends up fighting the villain from the DLC expansion, Reaper of Souls, who instead ends up being the one to be possessed by Diablo. So she fights Diablo herself, defying what her mother wanted for her. Really? You're mirror walling Hane Hane. Okay. Her uncle figure still totally gets murdered by a cult, though. Yeah, I figure people probably do it that way just for the sake of, I can be your Angle or your Devil, just to make it cooler, TM. And just, you know, the idea... The Diablo idea... Oh my god, she's actually using the skip her own standby phase card to avoid paying the maintenance costs for Mirror Wall. That's hilarious. However, I will be using Delinquent Duo again. Get those other cards out of here. Get them out. Yeah, I like that the humans in Diablo are descended from both angels and demons. I remember coming up with a similar idea but like their powers weakened over time thanks to the World Stone. I remember having a similar idea for actually my D&D setting. Technically spoilers for you, Jason, because I don't know if it'll come up. But this might just be a world building thing that doesn't actually come up in the campaign itself. But basically, I was thinking, interesting that humans can half-breed with elves and with orcs, but you never see an elf orc. I wonder what's up with that, and how come they can all do that anyway? It's like, is it just because humans are adaptable, or... I ended up deciding that there was actually a Nephilim situation, originally, where they were half-elf, half-orcs, with a name to be determined. And they were actually the ancestors. Those elf-orc hybrids were the ancestors of the first humans. So therefore, half-elves and half-orcs are kind of slightly are just kind of like leaning more towards one side or the other of their existing heritage. Let's see, that would make it 900. 12, and yeah, I think that should do it. This is gonna be pretty crusty, but... Math is hard. Or, I guess, order of operations is hard. Anyway, that's totally not fair. Oh, she got rid of it. Simplified game state. Exactly, yeah. And stuff like Tieflings and Genasi don't count in there because it's like... Genasi, I think, is more of a case of just any race with elemental blood, is how I would have it be. And then Tieflings are just kind of any race that is given demonic stuff. So in my case, like, Genasi and Tiefling are more like a template than anything else. And Aasimar as well. Although I guess you could do a hybrid Aasimar Tiefling, could also be like a Nephilim, huh? Yeah, I was thinking that, like, you know, there might be like a, you know, a patron god of elves, patron god of orcs and stuff, but there's no patron god of humans. Because they were not actually created by one. I come to think of it, actually, I should probably have... As it stands in the setting I'm setting now, I don't have any, like... unlike regular D&D Forgotten Realms setting, which has, you know, various pantheons for each race, I've decided instead there's just the gods. And, you know, some of them may be depicted more commonly in certain forms than others, but they're not necessarily tied wholly to a single race. But I should probably have at least one prevalent orcish god and one prevalent elven god amongst human culture, at least. Oh, Mako again. And there's other stuff I'm doing, like, with me redoing the pantheons to fit stuff as well. I've got, yes, the god Ta, god of craftsmen, commonly depicted as a drow. Like, you know, the Egyptian god Ta. I assume that the P is silent. Or at least that's what I tell myself when I'm going to the bathroom at 2 a.m. Ultimate offering is pretty useless at this point. Let's see. Pot of Greed. Oh, it's guitar? Okay. I didn't look it up, I just kind of assumed. It's probably some third option that I hadn't considered, actually. Because why would ancient Egyptian be beholden to English pronunciation standards? Like, yeah, the way we write it now is like a romanization of the name, but even so. Anyway, at any rate, in my setting, his role before I started making a whole before I changing the pantheon up more like this. Originally, it was going to be the pre-fall non-evil version of Lolth, actually, or Ashni or Ashni. I don't know how it's pronounced or spelled exactly, but Lolth before she turned evil and spidery. With that just having not happened in this setting, but now she's been replaced entirely by Egypt Man. Because the Drow aren't evil in my setting. That's just not a thing. They're also not called Dark Elves, they're called Ash Elves. And they tend to live in volcanic regions. But the Drow term is also still used, it's just an alternate name. You know what the funny thing about my version of the Drow as Ash Elves living underground in like volcanic regions is they actually get along fairly, despite being a type of elf, they actually get along fairly well with dwarves. Which seems cursed. To have any kind of elves getting along with dwarves, but... Ah, Barrel Dragon. If only I could use it. Goodbye, Mother Grizzly. Jellyfish. Interesting. Although in this case I was leaning into more of the use as a god of craftsman. I don't know if that also applies to Nath. Anyway, I lose again.
Ah. Wait. I forgot the field spell. What if I included a version of Yahweh in my pantheon? How heretical would that be at this point, in this day and age? With just having it be like an interpretation of the Christian God in a monotheistic pantheon. Hi, Loon! Did I say monotheistic? I meant polytheistic. Yeah, I think I also considered Hephaestus, but I wanted to put at least one Egyptian god in there, and he seemed, I just thought it would be fun. But we've already got a storm god. We already have, Alos. Or not. Or... yeah. Or no, Talos was the original one. What did I change it to again? I forgot. Let me look. Let me look up my D&D lore. Grimnir. Actually, more on that subject. Hey, hey, Jason, could you, I realize this is an odd thing to ask during a Yu-Gi-Oh stream, but could you have your D&D character make a religion check for me? Like...
Let me check what your modifier is real quick. Like it's a +6. One of your lower skills with only a +6. $13. Okay. You know that there are you know, cults that believe that that Grimnir is a reborn version of the dead god Odin, and that he has some connection to the god's Tyr, though you're not sure specifically more than that. Actually, no, that's not true. You know that Tyr was said to have slain Odin. But that these cults believe that that actually was not true, and that Odin survived and either Odin survived and became Grimnir, or that Grimnir is Odin reborn. But it's never been actually proven or disproven by you know, anybody. It's just a theory, a religion theory. Summoning a Gundam. Get in there. The autistic desire to info dump about all of my lore, but also the DM desire to be like, you don't know that information in character.
Gotta go pack shopping at some point. I just want to hit level 12. Actually, we should probably go shopping now, because a new pack will unlock at 12. So we should shop now, because then we might get more of those than we should TM. Starting out with a pack of Inherited Will. Great Crash. Mushroom Man. Whiptail Crow is not terrible, but we've outgrown it already. Gazelle! Giant Soldier of Stone! Right leg of the Forbidden One! Dragon. I love the art for that guy. Just so funny looking. He's that dragon. Oh boy. He's so boxular. Spin my wheel of fate. Okay. Newer pack for us. Gearfried? Oh, we're putting Gearfried in the deck for sure. We are not putting Dark Magician's Tome of Black Magic in the deck, nor are we putting Nuvia the Wicked in there. But yeah, Gearfried is definitely an inclusion. Let me do that now before I forget. Honestly, let's remove Beast Group. Let's remove Thunder Nyan Nyan. I'll hit the less attack points over the self-destruct. Okay. Rippo, how do you know that? Came to me in a vision. Okay, Granador, what's... interesting. It's not terrible, actually. I think I'm gonna put Granador in the deck, too, instead of the other Thunder Yan Yan. It's not great, but it's still 1900, and I think I like its effect better. Alrighty. Back to the grind. Beating up Bones again. I think it's impossible to actually befriend Bones and register him. I think he'll just always hate you. Who would have read anyway? I don't recall exactly. These spells are mean. Delinquent Duo and Graceful Charity. You lose 2 cards. And I will gain more cards. I'll ditch Growl Dragon. And I'll ditch Sword Revealing Light. Rare attack mode. Okay, thanks for putting in defense for me. Goodbye. Skull in for Skulkin. Why did he even do that during his own turn anyway? Wall of Illusion is here to give you some hugs. Oh, by all means, attack my Wall of Illusion. Draw. The Tim Eater. Your Tims will be gobbled right up. Doesn't like it. But really, would anyone? I don't think so. Not a situation in which you want to find yourself. Also, Will Smith is here. The snake hair. What's wrong with his, like, feet and legs, as anyway? Looks so bad. I mean, all of him looks bad, but, like, especially that part. Attack position. Odd choice. Considering that if you'd put it in defense position, well, you still wouldn't have lived, but he couldn't have known that. But this guarantees he loses. I'm just imagining at this point, like, Simulator's effect activated here, skipping his next draw phase. So I'm just imagining he gets into, like, another duel, and he somehow skips his first draw phase of the other duel. The Wheel of Fate is turning. Goddess of Whim. Insect Queen. You know, they've done Red Eyes retrains of some of Joey's cards, like, you know, they did. I think they did a Red Eyes Legend. No, they did a Red Eyes, like, Gearfried. I think they did a Red Eyes Flame Swordsman. I'm not 100% on that, though. But I think they need to make a Red Eyes Jinzo, a Red Eyes, Legendary Fisherman, and a Red Eyes Insect Queen. Alright, time for our last duel before we level up. Which is probably where we will then call it for today. We're gonna end things where we began? Nope, we're just doing regular Bakura. Alright, that's fine. I think one uncard I particularly... You know, I like a lot of uncards. I don't know many of them, but those I do know I like. Specifically, I like Chaos Confetti, which, as I recall, is basically tear up this card and throw it onto the board, and any cards that pieces of it land on are destroyed. What is this? Okay, whatever. Also, Avatar of Me, which is like the, has aside from its other effects, I believe its mana color is based on the color of your eyes, including non-traditional magic colors. So if you have brown eyes, then it's brown colored. Or maybe it's hazel color. And I think the rulings for that card, like, even state that contact lenses change the color of Avatar me, and that also applies to if you have like heterochromia or two different colors of contacts, then it's dual colored with those two colors. I remember seeing that on Tumblr and someone in the notes getting super mad, like, no, that's not how rules work, those aren't real magic colors. And everyone being like, bro, it's an uncard, the rules don't apply here. Come on, heads always shreds. Well. I mean, we had a good streak. I want a U card that just turns the game into, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! In some way. Or, no, wait, better. A U card, but that's formatted like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Card. An uncard formatted like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Card. I mean, it still has the silver border, but... or whatever... or acorn, or whatever it is they use to represent it these days. Oh god, I saw a link in the chat and I was so afraid that there was a bot or something, but it's you. The Skull Servant. There we go, level 12. We have unlocked a new card pack. Visitors from Beyond. but we probably won't be seeing it today. That's already returned, guys. PC Mail to John Doe. Congratulations! You have compiled an impressive record in this tournament. You're invited to appear in the tournament finals. You're also invited to attend a private party for the finalists. Please come to Punk Kaima Mansion. Hooray! I made the final tournament! Then let's have a sleepy. And then save and call it. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today. Thank you guys for coming. I hope you enjoyed. Next week will maybe be Skyrim. I don't know. We'll see. Depends on how we're all feeling. Bye bye.